So last December I bought myself an Oculus Quest. If you haven't seen, we've been to the VR cafe in Haarlem to shoot our character unlocked videos. I was really impressed about how VR has matured. Now, seeing that I don't have the proper hardware specifications for a VR Rift S unit, I decided to choose the Oculus Quest. But there are a few comfort problems. But after 20 minutes or so, the unit will feel very uncomfortable. And that's because there are a few problems with the unit. The biggest concern with the Oculus Quest when it comes to comfort is that all the hardware is inside the head display unit, which makes it very front heavy for most users. The second concern with the Oculus Quest when it comes to comfort is the head strap. And games like Superhot VR require you to move a lot. So here are the few adjustments I made to my Oculus Quest. Now, these adjustments you can buy directly from sites like Amazon, and some of these adjustments I made myself. I'll provide some links in the description box below. The first modification I made was to add a padded head strap on the original head strap. Now, this makes a difference for me. Because the unit is so front heavy, the added foam head strap gives some comfort on the top of your head. It's really easy to install and it doesn't need a manual. I ordered this from AliExpress. It cost me about $14 and it's one of the better adjustments you can have. The second most important adjustment for me was to add some counterweight on the back of my head. I wanted it to counter the front heavy balance to the back of my head. Now, I've seen many options on YouTube what people were doing. What I was trying to do was make the Oculus Quest unit more like a airsoft unit. So I was looking for modifications that they did on airsoft helmets. One of the options was to modify the counterweight like the airsoft helmet, which means adding weights to the counterweight on the back of your head. Now, this could have been an option, but I chose for what many would choose, to add a light power bank on the back of the Oculus Quest unit. Not only does it provide an excellent counterweight, but it also charges the unit while playing. Now, this is a 2000 milliamp Belkin rechargeable power bank. I tightened and snook up the cables to the side of the unit, which brings me to another modification that I made. This is the head strap, which provides an extra layer of comfort. It doesn't work for everyone, but for me it is like say like 15% added more comfort. It isn't much, but it does fit my head better inside the Oculus Quest unit, making it more round because I have a round head. Another great modification is to replace the eye padding. The original eye padding is sufficient enough, but if you play heavy movement games like Superhot or some other type first-person shooter, it might get sweaty. Some people complain about the original padding being a little bit rough around the eyes or irritating. Now, this is made of soft silicone rubber, but the primary reason for adding this silicone padding is that it closes up the nose gap, preventing light leaks. The Oculus Quest does have a lot of light bleed coming in, which ruins the experience for some of the games. One of the modifications that I self-made is a chin strap. This I have seen on airsoft helmets. Now, this might look weird when you try on the Oculus Quest. When you play heavy movement games like Superhot, for instance, you tend to move your head a lot and shake a lot, and if you don't have these improvements, the Oculus Quest may fall off your head. And all these adjustments, it stays on very perfect, little to no movement. And then I made some adjustments to the controllers as well. These are Oculus Quest controllers. Now, here's a funny thing. The first week that I had the Oculus Quest, I was playing a tennis game. I set the virtual boundaries to a certain extent, but I was so heavily intense with this game that I exceeded the boundaries, smacked the controller full force against a closet, and I didn't attach the safety rope to my wrist. So what happened was that the controller flew away with full force somewhere else inside my living room, and it got damaged. Luckily, the controller did not get heavily damaged. It still worked, but there were a few scratches on the side. So I didn't want that to happen again. So what I did was I bought these rings from Amazon. They are not as heavy as they look. They're very light plastic, and I'd rather have these damaged than the controller itself. The second adjustment that I made was to add these rubber grips. Now, they came in one package together with the plastic rings. So it was a value package. It also provides the extra hole for the hand strap for your wrist. Now, the last and final modification that I made is the most important, to make it more personal. Now, I've added these retro stickers to make it more personal and more of my liking. So there you have it, my Oculus Quest unit with all the modifications. I hope these tips will bring you more comfort in your life and playing with the Oculus Quest unit itself. And if you like this video, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell in order to keep notified when a new video is uploaded. Stay safe these days, and I'll see you on the next gaming themed video.